Here we are at Zagami's McLaren's flagship showroom. I am so excited because today we have the future. We have McLaren's Artura. And what does Artura mean? It's a fusion of art and the future, and it certainly is. A 3-litre twin-turbo V6 coupled with a hybrid, producing 680 PS. Let's take a closer look. Is it McLaren orange? No, it's close enough. Apparently McLaren has 50 shades of orange. This is amber orange, close enough. Design cues all the way through. Nothing McLaren designs is by mistake. Innovation is very much in the Mark's DNA. Very passionate and love these dihedral doors, and they are extraordinarily light. Now, entry and egress in cars this low can be a little tricky sometimes, but there's a new design feature. It's cut even lower here, so getting in and out is even easier. Move around here. I think this is one of the most extraordinary features of this car. This is one beautiful panel. Look at that. What a work of art that is. The exhaust is really interesting. So with the 765 Longtail, you've got that quad exhaust that's sort of mounted quite high. With the 750S, it's a single stainless steel exhaust. Here we've got the dual exhaust, which is very much a signature here. Now, I mentioned earlier V6. I was a bit disappointed because McLaren to me is very much synonymous with V8s, but apparently the V6 is fabulous, produces a great sound and is lighter. Let's have a little look inside. We're going to turn on the Artura. Here we go. What's extraordinary about this car, listen to that, the sound of silence. This car takes off in electric mode. It's called the neighbour-friendly mode. I just love that. You don't want to scare them with that fruity V6, do you? Now, the binnacle, fascinating. It's based on a jet plane. Would you believe that? The idea being you look straight ahead. All the instruments are at your utter disposal. What's a little bit disconcerting is you turn on this car and you hear the sounds of silence. The first thing is electric mode, which is really unusual. They call it the neighbour-friendly mode. You don't want to scare them with that really loud V6. Let's go up to sport. Did you hear that? You press sport and immediately that gorgeous V6 kicks in. So we have electric, comfort, sport, and then track. Sadly, we won't be using track today. One thing I really admire about McLaren is the commitment to purity of driving, and that is really reflected in the steering wheel. There are no buttons. It is just about the pure driving experience. This steering wheel was designed with the help of Lewis Hamilton, no less. So if it has his stamp of approval, I am in. We have the paddle shifters. Now, what's a little unusual, the paddle shifter on the right is for up, left for down. But if you're steering, you can push away on the right and gear down as well, which is very, very handy. This is an incredibly agile car, a real delight to drive. And also the suspension is extraordinary. I'm really liking the bucket seats as well. You can option not to have them, but I would suggest having them. It's like a big hug. Who doesn't love that? Just while we're cruising around the boulevard, let's take a moment to enjoy this interior. We have Alcantara, which is interesting. It takes a bit of getting used to. I like the colour and of course the contrast piping in the amber orange. That's lovely. And this, the lights around here, are actually developed by a Melbourne company, a local team. That's a very, very special. Not that you'd ever get sick of that delightful sound coming from the engine, but also if you want to listen to some tunes, it has a fabulous 12-speaker Bowers and Wilkins system. Because we like the finer things in life with this Mark. I will drag you off at the here. This. I'm not afraid at all. One thing about this, it is fast. Look at that. It's so fast, breathtaking speed. And how's that acceleration? 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. That's pretty fast. In fact, top speed 330 kilometers kilometres an hour. Oh, can you believe that? I don't think we're going to get to that today. So we have 500 kilowatts, 720 combined Newton meters of torque. Wonderful handling. Love the paddle shifters there. And that V6 really, really delivered. I think the speed, the acceleration is the absolute highlight of driving this car. It really is truly breathtaking. So I think McLaren has done it. A great fusion of a supercar and one you can drive around town with a nod to the future. Thank you, Zekami, for an awesome driving experience.